30 minutes after 6 o'clock. Well, just turned 29 minutes on to 7 o'clock. And this is where we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Petite Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's time to say welcome to Good Morning Grenada for yet another wonderful day. It's Monday. It is the 12th day of January 2026. To say welcome to, and it's indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. Yeah, thanking God for life. Remembering gratitude is a must, as Lauren always says. Good morning to you, Lauren. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend, you and the entire family, and all those of you who are locked on at this time. Joan Brathwaite Batson, Veronica Sandy, Yulin Alexander, Mary E. Banks, Rita Williams. Good morning, good morning. Jillian McIntyre, good morning. Indeed, a good day to have a good day in a good way. Yeah, let love lift you up this morning. And let's go to my dear friend here, the evangelist, and start it right. Today is Monday. Lord, thank you for another day. Please wrap your arms around all of your children. Keep them safe from harm. Cover them with your hedge of protection and give them peace. I plead the blood of Jesus over everyone who sees this and who hears this. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless you all with love and have a blessed week. Peter Joseph, good morning to you, my brother. Sylvina Charles, Monica Miros Williams is with us. Michelle Bernard, hope you're doing fine. Where's Petlin this morning? Petlin, how are you doing? Hope you had a great weekend. Yeah, he usually sends two. Let me check the other one. Monday blessings, it says. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. May your good spirit lead me and on level ground. And that's from Psalms 143 and verse 10. Good morning. May God and love fill your heart to overflowing joy. May the Lord give you more grace, strength, and peace you need to get you through the week. In Christ Jesus' mighty name, God bless your day and your week. Yeah, man. Thank you. Wendy Williams, good morning. It's indeed a good day to have a good day. It's Monday, it's Monday. And for those of you who always wish there was a day between Sunday and Monday called rest day, I am certain that even if there was that day, you would still not rest. No rest for the willing. It's me again, Wendy Williams. How are you this morning? Carrico and Petite Martinique, good morning. My friend out there in Barbados, good morning. Always locked on. Can't remember the name of the bat, but good morning to Bimsha. Yeah, Barbados, that's their pet name, Bimsha. The land of flying fish and cuckoo. Mildred Smith, good morning. How is Shem and Judy and Zamora this morning? Yeah, good morning, teacher Regis and family. Tayo next door. The Thomases, Adrian Pursuit, Thomas, good morning to you and the family. Ian Baker, good morning. Yeah. Where's Yolan? Jennifer Colmo, good morning to you. Erlin, all the way in the U.S., good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Corinth. Well, there's something happening in Corinth, and I do hope that, without me speaking it out live on air, Corinthians, what's happening. On the way down, I noticed all the garbage bins have been emptied in the road and so forth. We all know what's the cause of it, and I do hope that persons who are closely involved with the situation will deal with it in the best way possible. Empathy is the name of the word here. Yep. Yeah. Good morning to all the motorists of the nation. Hope you all are doing fine. Hope you've checked your vehicle before you left home this morning.
Bless my soul,
Yep. Betty Joseph, happy birthday to you. It's your birthday today. You've got greetings coming from your cousin Peter Joseph. Destined to win overcomer. Good morning. Wendy Henry, good morning. Wendy Henry, I haven't seen this one before. Welcome. Nice. The word of the day today, that word is accountable. On Friday we had innovate, which meant to introduce new ideas. This morning it's accountable. That's the word that we hear all the time. Accountability, and transparency, and good governance. Good morning, Uncle Tilly. How are you doing? You and the family. The wonderful folks inside of Hermitage. Good morning. The word of the day today, accountable.
It's me again.
Yeah, it means responsible for actions. Yeah, responsible for actions. Let's see how we can use this word in a sentence. Yeah, let's see if we can use that word in a sentence this morning. Well, we can say leaders must be accountable. They must be responsible for their actions. And whilst at it, they must also ensure that their actions reflect the mood of the people. You understand? Yeah. If Jah is on your side, fear no evil. Yeah. Good morning, Scooby and the guys at the Legacy Sports Bar. Good morning. Roger on the bus HAV38. Good morning to you, Papi. Red Hot. Good morning, Norbert, Julian, and the family. Good morning to you and your passengers at this time over the hills. Ram, Avon, Anon, Marcus, Pakai, Jude. Lord, who am I leaving out? Good morning, Faj, and the folks coming down on the western side. Xander, good morning. Those of you coming through the east coast, good morning to you. Yeah. It's indeed a good day to have a good day. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Gratitude is a must. So when Lauren says that, it really, yeah, Fluffy, she says Fluffy. Fluffy, good morning. Yeah, gratitude is a must always. Nadisha, good morning to you. Good morning to all the wonderful folks inside of Coffee. And David on a whole good morning. Difficulties in life are intended to make us better, not bitter. All right, remember that. Difficulties in life are intended to make us better, not bitter. You understand? Life can be tough at times, sometimes, and most of the times, 99% of the times, we get frustrated because we want things happening in our timing, and Papa God has a better time. His time is always right. So sometimes, as you heard a riser on the Money Wise program, Mr. Whiteman said, no is not necessarily you're not getting it. Could be not now. All right, Mr. Ariza. Yeah. But we as a people, sometimes we want things to happen now. And sometimes we need to have it happen now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but sometimes no is not no as in no. It's not final. It's maybe a little later. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother always said that if you have patience, you will see ants' belly. The longest prayer has an amen, the longest rope has an end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but in the Bible it is said that if you have faith as a mustard seed, you can speak to the mountain and say, remove yourself from here and go to the ocean, and it will. But you've got to have faith, you've got to have patience, you've got to... Some folks who have been praying for something to happen for so long, they're saying, well, when is it going to happen? When? Sometimes I say that too. But I know that Jah is on my side. So I fear not, you know what I'm saying? Because my God is real. Even on the guys at A&R E3 and Bayern Pedmota, good morning. How's Mardi Gras doing? La Femme, good morning. Beaton, La Calome, Mardi Gras, Windsor Forest, good morning. Agai, Toko Bay, Peppy, good morning to you. Yeah. Laura Land, La Pastora, Denver, good morning, boy. How you doing? Shana, good morning. Everybody good, right? Nice. Nurse Spear, you all right? Good. Tariq and Zia and Zanaya, good morning. It's 19 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour. Good morning to all the prison officers, the commissioner, and all the folks up there. Good morning to you. Youngster Cop and Davis and Usan. Yeah, good morning, you guys. Blessed morning, Mr. Joseph. Have a wonderful and productive day today. Stay safe. Thank you, Destined to Win.
Surely he's a God who answers prayer.
Good morning, good morning. Happy New Year. May you, right, okay. I don't believe what I'm hearing here. I don't believe this. Good morning, Mr. Innocent. Happy New Year. You may not know me, but I want to make your day. I want to give you some green peas. Papi, you outside by the door? Just a while ago, I was saying someone, this Christmas was the first Christmas I see that it didn't have green peas. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Papi, don't make my day, make my year, you know? You know how to reach me, man. You said, you may not know me, but I want to make your day and give you some green peas. Oh, my goodness me. All right. Thank you in advance. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's my good friend name? Donnelly Alexis, good morning to you. Folks, I hope you're having a good day, because it is a good day to have a good day, you know, despite what, you know, frustration comes on, you get overwhelmed, you know, sometimes you start to wallow in pity-patty and, you know, I'm nobody's child, nobody loves me, and, you know what I'm saying, God loves you, you know what I'm saying? I'm just hearing there, you know, Pastor Stanford Simon, good morning to you. I just saw, you know, reading something that say that you've stepped down as pastor of the St. George's Baptist Church, and it's making a stir. Well, I cannot say it with any measure of authority, but, you know, it's just a chat that was sent. Yeah. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Go paperless with e-billing. Get your Grenlec bill straight to your email inbox faster and more convenient with myaccount.grenlec.com. Sign in to myaccount.grenlec.com, where you'll be directed to the home screen. Under additional options and paperless billing, hit sign up. Enter the email where you'd like to receive your bills. Check the accounts you want, then click sign me up. It's that easy. Your bills now come straight to your email inbox. Switch to e-billing and put the power in your hands.
Hey there! Did you know? The GPPA now offers more ways to take control of your health. That's right, copper and hormonal IUDs plus hormonal implants, all available to you. Safe, effective, and empowering options, because your body, your choice. This message is brought to you by the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association through the Build Back Equal project, funded by Global Affairs Canada.
Yo, my beautiful people, this is all about Oil Down Fest going down on Saturday, January 31st. And right now, this is a special invite for you. You know you could cook. You know somebody that could cook. You have an auntie that could cook. You have a granny that could cook. You have a brother or sister, anybody you know that could cook. Or you could cook. You could register today. You could register right now. It's Oil Down Fest. I'm telling you, January 31st, you don't want to miss it. You know you're bad on our Oil Down, so register and come and win some prizes. I'll see you there. Yeah.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Monday, January 12th, 2026. Coming up in the news, in the local scene, the new law year officially opens today, and also the roaming Calypso tent honors cultural stalwarts. In the region, new coat of arms to appear on Trinidad and Tobago banknotes from August. Internationally, Iran warns it will retaliate if U.S. attacks protesters as protesters defy the crackdown. And in sports, 4 Grenadian women selected to the Windward Islands women's squad. We've got the details to these and more right after these messages.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
This coming Monday at 8:30 p.m., we'll be joined by Opposition Leader Emmeline Pear for an in-depth and timely conversation on matters of national importance. As Grenada looks ahead to the year 2026, this discussion promises insight, perspective, and accountability from one of the country's leading political voices. That's Beyond the Headlines, Monday night at 8:30 across GBN platforms.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph, welcoming our friends from Hot 98 FM. Now, on the 30th of December 2025, during Good Morning Grenada program here on GBN, we incorrectly reported that the High Court guaranteed summary judgment against Mr. Sylvester Quallis and ordered him to pay $212,213.66 to Rubis West Indies Limited. That report was wrong. In claim number GDAHCV 2025/0041, Master Carlos Cameron Michel refused Rubis's application for summary judgment, ordered Rubis to pay Mr. Quallis's costs of the application in the sum of $2,080 and directed that the matter proceed to further case management on January 22nd, 2026. Now, GBN apologizes to Mr. Quallis for the error and any distress caused. The new lawyer for 2026 officially opens today by the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, the ECSC, with a series of ceremonial activities held across its member states and territories. The official opening is being hosted by the Commonwealth of Dominica under the theme, The ECSC, Justice That Endures, Anchored in Independence, Strengthened Through Trust. Dominica served as the main host country, staging the primary events and the first sitting of the ECSC Court of Appeal for 2026. Activities marking the opening included church services in most member states and territories, followed by a formal procession and a special sitting of the court. Acting Chief Justice, Her Ladyship the Honorable Justice Margaret Price Findlay, will deliver the feature address during the ceremonial sitting. High Court sittings will be held simultaneously across all 9 organizations of Eastern Caribbean states, member states, and territories. Members of the public can follow the proceedings online via the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court's official website and through live broadcasts. The opening of the new lawyer signals the start of the court's judicial calendar for 2026, reinforcing its commitment to justice, independence, and public trust across the region. Meanwhile, the Royal Grenada Police Force, the RGPF, has announced a special traffic arrangements for today, January 12th, to facilitate a church service at St. George's Anglican Church, marking the start of Law Week 2026. According to the Traffic Department, designated VIP parking will be available directly in front of the church for the Governor General, Prime Minister, judges, government officials, and the Acting Commissioner of Police. Authorized parking for the general public will be permitted along the right side of Church Street and on Lucas Street from Danny Williams' law office to Market Hill. In addition, no vehicles will be allowed to enter Grandetang Road and Church Street from 7:45 a.m. until Her Majesty's Guard of Honor has completed its march off. Traffic entering these roads from the Marist Hill direction will also be temporarily halted during this period. The RGPF has apologized for any inconvenience caused and is appealing to motorists and members of the public for the cooperation as the arrangements are put in place to ensure the smooth staging of the event. The roaming Calypso tent on Saturday recognized the sterling contributions of 3 stalwarts who have helped shape and preserve the island's cultural industry, honoring decades of service in music and traditional arts. Among those recognized was Emerald Harris, better known as DJ Harrow, for his long-standing contribution to DJing, which dates back to 1976. Reflecting on the evolution of DJ music over the years, Harrow noted that the industry has undergone significant changes, particularly with advances in technology. He admitted that while the transition has not always been easy, he continues to adapt in order to stay relevant. Harrow expressed heartfelt gratitude to the roaming Calypso tent for acknowledging his contribution to the cultural landscape. We have more in this sort.
I would say it's the best thing that can ever happen to me. I thought I was forgotten, not realizing that there's still people in the world that is thinking about DJ Harrow. and all that I've done over the years. It all started in 1976. Would you believe that I'm celebrating 50 years this year? 2026. I'm celebrating 50 years as a DJ. And I'm thanking God that I'm still alive, because it could have been different. It had gone high, it's really high. It's gone high. I started with cassette decking, and they're using laptop and flash drive today. So that's to tell you where the music came from and where it's today, you know.
Have you grown with the time?
I try to, but it's kind of difficult. Up to today, I'm still into laptop. I'm trying, but I can't make it with the laptop.
Another awardee, Gary Antwine, is a cultural practitioner recognized for his dedication to preserving the tradition of maypole dancing. The honoree said he remains committed to passing on the art form, continuing to teach maypole dancing to young people in various schools across the island to ensure the tradition lives on. We have more in this.
I've been going to schools and press home in the village, doing a lot of the culture, like doing the maypole, singing, drumming, and having a good time with them, the kids them, you know, and it's a wonderful thing to have them there. They always appreciate me as an individual, because I bring something special in that aspect. I feel highly appreciated this afternoon for this award, and the people that is here right now. I feel so wonderful to be here right now, and for Soca Ray and the others, and Rankin Marvin and everybody, I must say big up.
The tent also paid posthumous tribute to Shem Builder Vibes Felix for his impact on the cultural scene. Accepting the recognition on his behalf was his mother, Miss Marisho, who became emotional as she expressed gratitude for the honor bestowed on her son. She thanked the roaming Calypso tent for remembering and celebrating his contribution. Organizers of the roaming Calypso tent say the initiative is part of their ongoing effort to recognize and celebrate individuals who have made meaningful contributions to culture, especially those whose work often goes unnoticed. And finally, the Royal Grenada Police Force has advised the public of a temporary road closure in Molyneux in St. George today, Monday, 12th January 2026. According to the Traffic Department, Freedom Street will be closed to vehicular traffic from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Vehicles will not be allowed to proceed beyond the Ebenezer Church during this time. The closure is necessary to facilitate concrete works being carried out as part of the Southern Water Project. The RGPF has apologized for any inconvenience the closure may cause and is asking motorists and residents for their cooperation while the work is being undertaken. That concludes the local segment of news. Stay with us, the regional and international developments, along with the sporting highlights. They're straight ahead. In the region, the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago has announced that the country's new coat of arms will begin appearing on banknotes from August, starting with the series 2026, the TT $100 denomination. In a press release, the central bank said the coat of arms forms part of the design of all Trinidad and Tobago banknotes and coins and has been valid since February 25th last year. However, the national emblems of Trinidad and Tobago's regulation amendment extension of the time for the use of former coat of arms order in 2025, the former coat of arms will remain valid until January 2nd, 2031. According to the central bank, following the introduction of the Series 2026, the TT $100 banknotes, and all $100 notes and other denominations with series dates prior to 2026, as well as all coins bearing the former coat of arms, they will be replaced on a phased basis. Old notes and coins with the former coat of arms that are in active circulation will remain legal tender until January 2nd, 2031, or a later date if extended by the Minister of Home Affairs. In other news, Donald Trump has urged Cuba to make a deal or face consequences, warning that the flow of Venezuelan oil and money would now stop. The U.S. president has been turning his attention to Cuba since U.S. forces seized Venezuela's leader Nicolas Maduro in a 3rd January raid on its capital, Caracas. Venezuela, a long-standing ally of Cuba, is believed to send around 35,000 barrels of oil a day to the island. Cuba's foreign minister responded by saying his nation retained the right to import fuel without interference, while its president said, "No one dictates what we do." The Trump administration's tactic of confiscating sanctioned Venezuelan oil tankers has already begun to worsen a fuel and electricity crisis in Cuba. On Friday, it seized a 5th oil tanker it said was carrying sanctioned oil from Venezuela. Now, looking further afield, Iran has warned it will retaliate if attacked by the United States amid escalating unrest that has reportedly left hundreds of protesters dead. BBC sources said rights groups say security forces have intensified a crackdown with nearly 500 protesters and dozens of security personnel killed and more than 10,000 people detained over 2 weeks of demonstrations. The U.S. has threatened possible action against Iran, with President Donald Trump saying the U.S. is ready to help, while officials have discussed military, cyber, and sanctions options. Iran's parliament speaker warned that any U.S. attack would make American and Israeli targets in the region legitimate. And finally, 1 person has died and 300 properties have been destroyed in bush fires that have torn across southeast Australia. The fires have raged in dozens of locations across the country for several days, mostly in the state of Victoria, but also in New South Wales, burning through land almost twice the size of Greater London. A state of emergency has been declared in Victoria as thousands of firefighters and more than 70 aircraft battle the blaze. Residents in more than a dozen communities have been advised to leave their homes. Authorities fear the fires, which are being fueled by very hot, dry, and windy conditions, could burn for several weeks. That's the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Good news for cricket in Grenada, especially women cricket. We hear that 4 Grenadian women have been selected to represent the Windward Islands women's cricket team, with another named among the reserves, and that's ahead of the upcoming CWI Women's T20 Blaze tournament. The Grenada Cricket Association has extended hearty congratulations to Captain Afi Fletcher, Vice Captain Karina Noel, Holly Charles, and Jada Tyrell, who have all earned spots on the Windward Islands women's squad. The tournament is scheduled to bowl off on January 13th, 2026 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's tomorrow. In addition, Grenadian Delicia Francois has been named among the reserves, further highlighting Grenada's strong representation at the regional level. The selection of these athletes reflects their consistent performances and dedication to the sport, as well as Grenada's continued contribution to women's cricket within the Windward Islands and across the Caribbean. The Grenada Cricket Association has expressed pride in the players' achievement and has wished Team Windward Islands women every success as they compete in the prestigious regional T20 tournament. The CWI Women's T20 Blaze brings together the best female cricketers from across the region and serves as a key platform for showcasing talent and strengthening women's cricket in the Caribbean. Now, still in cricket, Joel Andrews scored an impressive 81 to anchor a struggling West Indies under-19 batting effort in the rain-abandoned warm-up match against Ireland at the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup. After choosing to bat, the Windies were bowled out for 246 in 42.5 overs, with Andrews sharing key partnerships, including a 9th wicket stand with Israel Martin of 36. And now Ireland did not get to bat due to persistent rain. Luke Murray led Ireland's bowling with figures of 3 for 39. That's all the sports we've got at this time. We'll have more sports in our luncheon newscast and in a primetime newscast later in the evening. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we join forecaster Jonathan Price at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good Monday morning to you, Jonathan.
Good morning to you and good morning, listeners. Here is the weather for today, Monday the 12th of January 2026, as recorded at the Mount Bishop International Airport. It is currently fair. The winds are calm. Barometric pressure is 1014.2 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature is 24.7 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 83%. Yesterday's maximum was 30.6 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 24.7 degrees Celsius. No rainfall was recorded over the past 24 hours, hence the total remains at a trace. And now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with brief light showers. Today's max will be 30.5 degrees Celsius with winds northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas will be moderated, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. High tide will be at 10:30 a.m. and low tide at 5 p.m. Sunset will be at 6 p.m. and sunrise at 6:31 a.m. And just to repeat the public forecast for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with brief light showers. From the forecast at Mount Bishop International Airport, I'm Jonathan Price. Have a great week.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. You have a great one likewise. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
It's 9 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. The new law year officially opens today, and Roaming Calypso Tent honors cultural stalwarts. That's what we had on the local scene. In the region, a new coat of arms to appear on Trinidad and Tobago banknotes from August. Internationally, Iran warns it will retaliate if U.S. attacks protesters as protesters defy crackdown. And in sports, 4 Grenadian women selected to the Windward Islands women's squad for the T20 Blaze tournament. That's good news. Now that's the morning edition of news for today, Monday, 12th January 2026. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking everyone for viewing and listening. For our folks from Hot 98 FM Graphics and his team, thank you for sharing your time with us. And have a good day, everybody. I'm Gordon Joseph. Bye-bye.
Grenada, are you ready for the biggest football showdown to kick off 2026? Our senior men's national team is back and they're going for 7 straight wins. Sunday, January 18th, Team Grenada takes on regional rivals Jamaica in a clash of titans at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. Kickoff 5 p.m. sharp. It's pride, power, and pure Caribbean football. Grenada versus Jamaica, a rivalry like no other. Can we make it 7 in a row? Come feel the energy, the passion, the fight. Tickets just $25 for adults, $10 for children. Kids under 10 enter free. Grab yours now at Heather's Boutique, Chucky's Bar, Grenadian Optical, or GFA's office. Tell your friends, bring the family, and let's pack the stadium. This is more than a match. This is Grenada versus Jamaica, and we want all of you to be in the stands. Sunday, January 18th at 5 p.m. Grenada versus Jamaica. One team, one goal.
If you thought 2025 was amazing, get ready, Grenada. GBN's Old Young Fest is back and bigger than ever. Join us on Saturday, the 31st of January at Pearl's Airstrip for a full day of food, culture, and fun. Watch competitors battle it out for the title of the best original oil down, the best seafood oil down, and the most festive display. Enjoy live calypso and a steel pan, children's activities, traditional ring games, and plenty vibes for the whole family. Gates open at 10 a.m. Don't miss the celebrations of Grenada's national dish, GBN Old Young Fest, where culture, flavor, and tradition comes together. See you on Saturday, January 31st at Pearl's Airstrip. And remember,
mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. I am a Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our final descent to Morris Bishop International Airport. Welcome to Grenada.
All right, folks, it's 15 minutes after 7 o'clock, and I now join Sergeant Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Sarge.
A pleasant morning to you and also to your listeners as well, especially motorists and pedestrians alike. It is a beautiful morning in the Isle of Spice, and I am here to let persons know as to what is happening traffic-wise in the entire state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. So we're here and we'll definitely let persons know what's happening. So this morning, as it relates to traffic, most of the areas or towns and all this adjoining road, we have a moderate flow of traffic, and I am reporting live from the capital in the city of St. George's. And this traffic at this time is moderately flowing, and we have no unnecessary obstruction or no accidents at this time in any of the areas so that persons can have any delay or unnecessary obstruction. So traffic is flowing nicely to and through the town of St. George's and all other towns in Grenada, also Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And persons are flowing through any one of those areas can do so with a sense of easement this morning. So definitely we're going to have that easement in any obstruction this morning. But most of the areas such as Caligini, Lucas Street as well, roundabout, and also that traffic are coming from the Caligini area that's heading on to the Toby Road. We're also seeing some movement as well in that area, which is heavier than moderate as we would normally have on a morning time. And so persons coming from these areas will definitely know what to expect coming from those areas. And we also have school this morning as well. School started last week, so we definitely would have our nation's children who will be heading to school. And once school is open, we know that on those mornings we have an increase in the volume of traffic on our nation's road, thus contributing to the volume of traffic that we have in most of the areas, especially that traffic coming up from the St. Paul's area and the Caligini. So persons, if you're coming from either one of these areas and you're coming to the town of St. George's, as we normally would focus on the morning time, you can take the alternative route. If you're heading back to the Tempe Montparnasse side, you can choose the Munjaloo road and head on to that side. Or persons coming from the St. Paul's, you can use that same Munjaloo road, Springs Depot, and you exit onto the Springs Road and you continue along your journey. Once it's that side you're traveling on. Coming up, traffic coming from the Western Corridor, they have a moderate flow of traffic. Also from the Grand Tang direction, also moderate as well. But we know those traffic will definitely increase as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. As we dive into the accident state, for the past 24 hours, we had a total of 7 minor accidents and 1 serious, so we had 8 in total. Traffic headquarters, 3 minor accidents. Grenville Police Station, 2 minors. South, 1 minor. Birch Grove Police Station, 1 minor. And Carriacou, in a long time we didn't have reporting, but we also had 1 in Carriacou as well. Bringing us to that total of 8 accidents. So we had, and with that 1 serious included, which was that persons in that accident with the injuries are minor, which was that persons are recuperating as it relates to their injuries. And we continue to urge persons to drive safely along our nation's road so that we would definitely have that minimal number of accidents that we want to see for 2026. Not that bad, but we still want persons to drive safely along our nation's road as they're traveling. So what is happening in our country as it relates to the town of St. George? Definitely we have the opening of the law week, and no parking is in effect on the streets that I'm about to call, the Church Street, Young Street. So those areas will be no parking to the public this morning. And the road from Church Street with its intersection with Market Hill will be closed off at 7:45 this morning to facilitate the opening of Lawick as well. So if you're coming out from the Lucas Street direction and your intention is to head on to Church Street and you would not be able to, and that portion of street will be blocked off due to the opening of the new Lawick. So persons traveling in that direction, please take note so you will be caught off guard. So that is what is happening in the town of St. George's as it relates to traffic-wise. Persons would be mindful that you do not park in areas that you shouldn't park, that is prohibited, or you will be ticketed, clamped, or towed away at your own expense. We want persons to be mindful as well as they coming through the town. Let us try not to obstruct the free flow of traffic unnecessarily, so we would have any delays in the traffic. But persons, if you have not left home as yet, I urge you to please do so, or you will definitely be late this morning. And we know what happens when persons get to work late. It affects productivity, and it affects how your boss. But we would just want to let persons know that they should drive safely along our nation's road as we want to see the reduction in the number of accidents reported. And while we're on that, we're just going to ask the question that we normally would ask every morning, and that question will be, if you're texting
or talking on the phone,
who is driving?
Who is driving? And if we were in a different scenario, we would have decorated it with other words, but we have to keep it as basic as who's driving if you're texting and talking. Who's driving?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Sarge. And I know you've got your task well cut out for you today because it's a busy day in the nation's capital. You being there since after 5 this morning, it shows your level of dedication and commitment to your job. So keep on doing what you're doing, bro.
Thank you very much.
And have a great day.
You as well, and to your entire team at GBN.
All right, good. All right, folks, that has been the traffic report. We take a quick commercial break, and then we get back into regular programming.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our final descent to Morris Bishop International Airport. Welcome to Grenada.
Our marketing goals for 2026 are ambitious yet achievable. We aim to drive airlift growth by collaborating with airlines and travel partners to expand seat capacity and routes. Strengthening community and stakeholder engagement is key, as we want to ensure that the benefits of tourism are felt broadly across our islands. Promoting sustainable tourism is a priority, as we encourage practices that preserve Grenada's environment, heritage, and cultural identity. We also want to focus on expanding into new markets while reinforcing our brand's position in existing markets. By increasing engagement and conversion through targeted digital campaigns, enhancing content quality, and building strong relationships with industry partners, we hope to boost brand awareness, improve our reputation, and secure media mentions in our target markets.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
This coming Monday at 8:30 p.m., we'll be joined by Opposition Leader Emmeline Pear for an in-depth and timely conversation on matters of national importance. As Grenada looks ahead to the year 2026, this discussion promises insight, perspective, and accountability from one of the country's leading political voices. That's Beyond the Headlines, Monday night at 8:30 across GBN platforms.
am I dealing with? Well, you know this is me, one lion, two dread. GBN Oil Long Fest. All the Oil Long bosses or they come and register. Pause Airstrip, January 31st, we outside. Let me see who can cook. They say country better than tongue, but we go find out on the 31st of January. Come on, GBN Oil Long Fest. You can't miss it. Food that stays good, oil long stays better. Oh, when I get mad at Greece, I Greece said down, and I feel like I can't move in the rain.
Welcome, viewers and listeners. It's now 26 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's time for the conversation this morning. And this morning we are going to have a structured conversation, all right? In that, today, as you just heard, it was in the news, and also in speaking with Sergeant Paul from the traffic department. Traffic is being rearranged a bit, adjusted a bit to facilitate the opening of the new law year, which takes place today. It starts today. Now, with that being said, there are a number of issues that I know you have in your mind that you would like the legal fraternity to deal with, the legal luminaries to deal with in a particular way. For example, I know one of the concerns we have is sexual offenses. How should they be dealing with that? What sort of punitive measures? I know last week or thereabout there was a big issue with an offender who, in some folks' opinion, they thought he was treated mildly in that for some sexual offenses against some minors, he was given what some people would call a slap on the wrist, where he got, I think, 5 years or something like that. So there must be some, you might be going through, or your friend or your family member or something might be going through some legal battle, and you think, in your own opinion, the law is not dealing with it as you think it ought to. Now, so with the start of the new law year, what are some of the things? I know gun violence is up on the tip of people's tongue, because regional leaders had a meeting recently to deal with gun violence and so forth. So what is it would you like to see happening in the realms of the law as the new law year commences? We have a caller on the line. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Greetings.
Greetings. Welcome.
Trust that you're of good health and so on. Listen, this is a powerful question, Mr. Joseph. The law, legality in Grenada. I challenge first the legislature of this country, that is from a state level, the upholders of the law, the police, and above all, the trained one in execution and promotion of the law, the lawyers, to it, the Bar Association of Grenada. That they should make moves to begin to demonstrate greater respect for the people of this country. Mr. Joseph, I'd really like them to begin looking at the constitutionality or constitutional architecture of this country. They know, because it's been written by legal luminaries in 2022 that Grenada is not a politically independent and sovereign nation state, continues to be a constitutional monarch run by the king. The king is the king in the parliament. The king is the king in the legislature, as established by section 23 and 57 respectively in the imperial order in council of the Queen's most excellent majesty which rules over us. They know that. But you see, the situation creates a tete for them. They studied it and they know how to manipulate it because they enjoy themselves. They've been duping the people for years. I want them to seriously consider that in the interpretations and whatnot. Mr. Joseph, these people have been sitting down and looking at the what do you call the administration, breach the laws of the country. They have participated in the breaching of the constitutional document itself. Look at what they did last year at the end of July. The laws that were passed are worthless, they were in fact, but the party was based on a hoax theory that you can separate a schedule from a statute, section 111. It is written there when it reads the schedule in the Constitution. It says, Schedule 3 of this Constitution, and in bright brackets, left brackets, it says section 111. They allowed it to pass. The same people who promoted are the constitutional gurus of this here country. Check it out, Mr. Joseph. I want them to be honest with themselves, first of all, because they're all untrustworthy people. And to be honest with the people of Grenada, to begin respecting the population. For what it's worth, Mr. Joseph. Do have a nice day, will you, sir?
Thank you, caller. You have a great day likewise. Folks, it's 29 minutes on to 8 o'clock. What would you like to see happen as it relates to the legal fraternity in Grenada? Laws and the effecting of the laws and things in that nature. Good morning, caller. Hi, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Morning, how are you? I have two suggestions, but just quickly, I just want to advertise an oil down sale for $20 for charitable purposes. Those things will be good. The money derived for charitable purposes. And if you for independence, you could contact 435-8696. You will have the sumptuous mouth-watering and finger-licking oil down with meat and vegetables option. So you call that number 435-8696 to secure your plate of oil down. In relation to the this is for the constituency of the town of St. George. I would like to see two things. In a sense, some time ago, there's always this talk about a sexual offense registry. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yep.
And up to now, that was since a long time now. And I have not heard anything about it. That was only talk. No action. So I would like to ask the Law Association if they can look into it, make some representation to the government, the Bar Association, and make some representation to the government so we can have a sexual offense registry, so we'll know who these, I call them pedophiles, or these people are. I think that is very important these days. Also, there are always allegations in a sense that lawyers take people. That's just allegations. So don't jump on it just. All the people are ready. There's always this allegation that lawyers take people's fees. They don't turn up in the courts. When you want them, you can't get them. They're not accessible after they would have paid money. That is an allegation that is plaguing the law society. It keeps on coming up. You hear people say, I pay this lawyer and he ain't coming up. And then when you go to the court, you call the name and they're not appearing. There's no appearance, right? So I'm saying that is an allegation. So probably the Bar Association and the lawyers, as we go into the new law year, could look into those two things. The sexual offenses registry and also the allegation that lawyers, how they treat their clients. I remember there two instances recently where one was debarred completely because of taking somebody money and etc. And then one was sanctioned, where you should use that word twice, for taking some money and not handing it over. So, but I'm not zeroing in on that. What I'm zeroing on really is the allegation that they take their clients' money and they're not delivering and they're not turning up for the cases, and they keep on dragging on. So I'd like those two things in this new law year to look into. And don't forget, I just tell all you, nice, delicious oil down, 435-8696 for independence, and those monies would be for charitable purposes only, not for any political gains. So thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Have a good one. It's 26 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and 435-2041, that's the number. Remember, you can also call the same number via the WhatsApp platform. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning, Innocent. How you doing?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm there, blessed and highly favored. I want to wish you all the best for 2026. on the farm and in the studio.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I called to make my contribution as it relates to law. Now, I have a passion for the environment. So I want to make an appeal to the legal fraternity. If they can look at the laws regarding the protection of our rivers. In my travel, I see all sort of dumping into our rivers, even by the bushels. I think there should be law to safeguard and protect the rivers because that's our source of livelihood. For persons, for example, who are debushing, the government should either get trucks for them to dump grass and so forth in a particular field, so you can end up getting compost from it. And when you cut bamboos and other trees, leaving it across the river, I think there should be a clause in the contract when and if those laws are broken, that there is a penalty that should be paid. 1. 2, I would also like them to visit littering and loitering, the act, because there is an act for littering and there is an act for loitering. But if you make laws and you have no one to implement the laws, then the law is just becoming very lawless. So rather than we gather in gangs and gangs and gangs to clean where we dump, they should have a charge on the spot. As you litter, you pay to glitter. So that's my contribution. Littering and loitering. If we have less loitering, people are going to engage themselves in finding jobs or creating jobs or using their mind in a more positive way so that the country could move forward.
Thank you. Very valid points. Very valid points. I do hope that Mr. Francis Paul and his team at the Bar Association are listening and they can make the right representation. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good one. All right, folks, it's 23 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. I hope I did not say 7 o'clock earlier, but nonetheless, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, welcome to the program. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I want to make sure that the person who's going to sell the oil down has a license to sell food, because a lot of things happen. People selling food without license, and that is creating a health hazard.
Okay.
I know the lady listening who make the advertisement. I know her, and she's always doing that on the radio. Come up with her advertisement.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. 23 minutes on to. Folks, don't forget you can also call via the WhatsApp platform 435-2041. What would you like to see happen in the law? What are there any areas that you think the law is not as you think it should be and you'd like it to, let's hear from you. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, Happy New Year.
Innocent, Happy New Year to you, Innocent. Why, you don't know how hard, difficult it is to find you.
Uh-huh. Why? So,
yes, man.
That is a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good and a bad.
Okay. All right.
But Innocent, I want to say we hear everything about corruption, and we hear politics and religion is the most corruptible thing in the world. But are you there?
I'm listening, yes I am.
All right, okay. I have facts that some of the lawyers here in Grenada is more corrupt, and I could call names.
Please don't call names.
Okay, is more corrupt than the politician and the religion, as people say, is the most corruptible thing. Now, I could refer to two lawyers, but I wouldn't call the name.
Please don't.
Now, I sue a millionaire for defamation of character. My lawyer and her lawyer team up. The day of the court, Innocent, and I have facts. The day of the court, her lawyer team with my lawyer and take me to a room. The day of the court, while her lawyer telling me this and that, and I can't go into all the details. While the court calling my name, I was nowhere to be found. Up to today, Innocent, a few years now, I'm calling the registry, the Supreme Court registry, and I made applications upon applications to take them to the General Counsel, because if you have an issue with the lawyers, you're supposed to be going to the General Counsel for them to sort it out. They wouldn't give me a date. And it's not 1 month, not 6 months, not a year I'm talking about. And every lawyer I contact with evidence, they said lawyers don't take case against lawyers. Innocent, I'm still waiting to get a date from the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court on the long step there, if I'm calling the name right, to get a date, to get a hearing.
So let me ask you this. Having said all that, because we heard we know of the story before, what do you think with the start of this new lawyer? What do you think, what amendment you'd like them to have in place that can safeguard against the same thing that you are talking about?
Well, they have to get serious with the profession, and they have to stop this thing about money taking on two sides. If it was done, I don't have facts on that, it appears so. And do justice, give justice to the poor man that is suffering there and have issue and come to you, because you are the lawyers that we come to represent us for justice. And when you continue making these things, taking money on that side or whatever the issue is, justice must be done. We may not have a name, we may not reach, but we qualify, we are Grenadians, we entitled to justice in this country. The Attorney General is turning her face. Letters I wrote to her, she wouldn't even respond to me. When I went there to her in person, her secretary said, the Attorney General said she refused to see you, to speak to you, right in her office. After sending letters, she wouldn't even give me a hearing. If there is anybody out there who knows or hear about this fact or would listen to me with proper evidence I have that will assist me, one of the things that I am seeking now is that the Supreme Court, the secretary, give me a date to go before the council, the General Council. Or that matter should go to the Caribbean Court of Justice. It's serious, Innocent. And what I'm talking about is not allegations, I have facts. Two prominent lawyers in Grenada, what they did to me. And now the Supreme Court secretary, including now, because she refusing to give me a date. And let me, before you cut me, hear this. The last time I went to her in person in her office and asked, well, what is happening? That was last year. You know what she says to me? She says the General Counsel is already presently reviewing your matter. I said, but how can this be? How can they review my matter when they haven't heard from me? And she says nothing. So I need assistance, I need help, any lawyer as well. Every lawyer I went to, I'm willing to risk what I have to sue these people because I have the facts. And they will not go up against the lawyers.
I don't know. This is one of the first times I really cannot point you up. Maybe you should seek an audience with the president of the Bar Association, Mr. Francis Paul.
I tried to go to the president of the bar, Mr. Francis Paul, and the secretary. The secretary tell me I cannot see Mr. Paul because she asked you what you want to see him for, and I told her, and she said you cannot see him. That he don't do this job. I said, please allow me. I'm a news secretary. He may have a different opinion. She said, you go somewhere else. That's not his field. I said, but he is the person in charge after Derek Sylvester. The lady matched me out, and I get angry. So what else should I do? Anybody out there? Can they assist me, please?
Okay, all right.
Corruption, no.
I am in. But thanks for sharing with us. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Innocent.
Have a good one. This is a quandary, folks. It's 15 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. It's Good Morning Grenada, the conversation.
Grenada, are you ready for the biggest football showdown to kick off 2026? Our senior men's national team is back and they're going for 7 straight wins. Sunday, January 18th, Team Grenada takes on regional rivals Jamaica in a clash of titans at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. Kickoff 5 p.m. sharp. It's pride, power, and pure Caribbean football. Grenada versus Jamaica, a rivalry like no other. Can we make it 7 in a row? Come feel the energy, the passion, the fight. Tickets just $25 for adults, $10 for children. Kids under 10 enter free. Grab yours now at Heather's Boutique, Chucky's Bar, Grenadian Optical, or GFA's office. Tell your friends, bring the family, and let's pack the stadium. This is more than a match. This is Grenada versus Jamaica, and we want all of you to be in the stands. Sunday, January 18th at 5 p.m. Grenada versus Jamaica. One team, one goal.
Shop with confidence at Courts. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Yo, my beautiful people, it's all about Oil Down Fest going down on Saturday, January 31st. And right now, this is a special invite for you. You know you could cook. You know somebody that could cook. You have an auntie that could cook. You have a granny that could cook. You have a brother or sister, anybody you know that could cook. Or you could cook. You can register today. You can register right now. It's Oil Down Fest. I'm telling you, January 31st, you don't want to miss it. You know you're bad on our Oil Down, so register and come and win some prizes. I'll see you there. Yeah.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next day,
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This coming Monday at 8:30 p.m., we'll be joined by opposition leader Emmeline Pear for an in-depth and timely conversation on matters of national importance. As Grenada looks ahead to the year 2026, this discussion promises insight, perspective, and accountability from one of the country's leading political voices. That's Beyond the Headlines, Monday night at 8:30 across GBN platforms.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. Don't forget to be a part of Beyond the Headlines tonight, where we will have as our guest the opposition leader, Emmeline Pear. Join us for that program. It will be an interesting program as always, so we look forward to that. One of the commentators here sending a comment, says, "Good morning. What I would like to see is Grenadians obey the laws and the police enforce the laws of Grenada. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Innocent.
Good morning, welcome to the program.
I'm a human being and I'm an elderly person, and if I can't get help from the government, what am I doing here with them? I vote for them because I say you ought to have a heart to vote. If you don't have a heart to do you can't live. No, I'm asking for help since last year, months now. Rat eating me inside here. Nobody to throw in the head. Nobody come and give a helping, and because I don't have anybody to help me, I have to face all these trial and tribulation in the world. This is not right. It's easy. They need to go around and help the elderly people. Since last year, I've been begging them. I haven't seen one of them. Rat coming inside my house, eating my food, and I can't get nobody to help me to get the roof cleaned down for me with all the branches hanging there. I'm surrounded with bush and things. I'm an old person. I'm 89 years, and I thank God for having me all these years here because I am a child of God. What I do is pray for my health and my strength that God gave me to live. I will live it out for Jesus. But when I ask for help, I should get help. Not because I don't have no one to turn to as a child of mine. I don't have children. I have me and God.
Okay.
Only help I have is Jesus. And the government should be sending a help round to see what people need, especially old people are living by themselves. No help. Rod coming inside my house, I can't sleep in the night. Santo P, all kind of thing happen. So I'm not a human being. I've been begging you all since last year, and you say you're going to do one. Call Ron Redhead. He knows where I live. He knows where you have to pass when the traffic is not good. Everything I do with God by my side. Without Jesus, I wouldn't be here today.
Okay.
But I take it to the Lord and pray. And if you could do something for me, tell them about it. Okay. Come and get the branches out of the house because rats coming inside my house and eating my food.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, caller. I do hope that the relevant authorities heard. Please lend a helping hand. All right, good morning, host. I am in full support of the woman about the registry. 100%. She is on spot. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning. We lost that caller. And it's a good time to look at what I would like to see is Grenada. Okay, we read this one already. All right. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Well,
good morning.
Thank you very much, and pleasant good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
And again, I'm here as a sufferer just the same. I mean, the lady used the word allegation, but I have two receipts in my hand. One from...
Don't call names, please. Don't call names.
1988. One from 1988. Do call name. The man dead and gone do. Henry Craddock. You call him? Why I shouldn't call him?
Because
I suffer in prison with a gentleman. He became prime minister. He and all do me the same thing. I have a receipt in my hand here. $50 for court appearance, magistrate court appearance. You call him? Why we shouldn't call him? We have to call them out.
Yeah, but not on this platform. All right, thank you very much. 8 minutes on to 8 o'clock. No strange with... all right, let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. My concern is about reporting incidents to the police officers and so forth. I wonder if there's something in the law, if something could be put there where, because they're responsible for the safety of the nation and the citizens and so forth. Someone is in danger and they call the police and they fail to turn up at a certain time, and there is something happened as a result. I would like for something to be, what I should say, put into the law where, I don't know if it's the police station, the police officer, or the legal fraternity or whatever it is, to be liable for whatever happened as a result of not responding to the duties and the responsibilities of the police officers and so forth. And I say that because I have certain incidences that took place and I called and I never get a response and something could have happened, and I just thank God that nothing really dangerous happened. But it kind of opened my eyes to these things, and I know that do happen where we do not get a response from the people who are responsible for protecting us and ensuring our safety and so forth within a certain space of time. something to that effect.
Okay, all right, got you. Thank you. I do hope that they heard that. What is concerned about the response time in dealing with reports. All right, let's go take this WhatsApp call. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hi, good morning to you, Innocent, and New Year to you.
Thanks, and same to you.
And Innocent, I has a problem with we Grenadians. Everybody wants the government to give them something. Where is the churches? Where is the leaders, the community leaders, and these other things to help people, help the elderly? Everything government could help do. And people have to get it. I don't know why people want to associate themselves so much in government and they don't want to work and get what they have, work and be themselves. Everybody is about government.
So you want us? You want them to put a law in place to deal with that?
Pardon me?
Would you like them to put something in the law to deal with that?
Yes, man. Let the people go out and work and get the thing. You know, one thing I say, I wish they could take the whole of Grenada and put them into America and let them see how people have to survive.
Okay.
As Grenadians, I mean, that is foolishness with them now.
Okay. I feel you. All right. Have a good one. Okay, I feel you. Let's go back to the telephone line and say, good morning, caller.
Mr. Joseph, your indulgences for a couple of seconds?
Please, go right ahead.
Mr. Joseph, one of your callers prior gave a whole story of our experiences through the court system. Our difficulties with the lawyers, again, coming back to the lawyers, the people who are supposed to argue for the population within the legal system established by the state, how deceitful they've been. Mr. Joseph, I just want to stress the importance of reconstituting this nation, because this has been, it is continued, it shall continue, because the system, the imperial order in punks of the Queen's most excellent majesty, which set up this false and hoax state, has opened and created a tete for the people, these people at that level, to go there, study the tricks of the trade. Remember? Some of them went to Cambridge to learn the tricks of the Englishman so that they come back and drop it on us. Pay attention to the words when it comes from them from within the parliament of this here country, brothers and sisters. We have to reconstitute this nation so that people who have certain responsibility have to be held responsible for their failures and their deceit to the national population. Just thought I'd mention that. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much, folks. It's 3 minutes away from 8 o'clock. At 8, we join the BBC for that bulletin of news. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I am alive and very thankful. How are you?
I'm alive, just the same.
Okay, what's your contribution this morning?
My contribution, I heard the lady spoke just now about the elderly. How I doesn't go to the government. I'm an elderly. I doesn't go to the government for help. I depend on God to fill my cupboard and make my road smooth. And at the same time, in my community, which is Lakaluma, I always look out for the elderly, helping them, going to clean the home and so forth. Nobody don't have to see what I'm doing. I know what others do. I haven't got much, but always I lend them a helping hand. When one man cry, all man cry. But at the same time, there's people unfortunate. We have nobody at all, and we just need assistance. And some people that get in, and some people not get in, and they're really in need. But at the same time, we still have to look out for them.
Yes.
But I am in my community. When I go to look for my elderly, there's a barrier in the way. Every time I go down by the mango tree, the enemy is rising up. If I pass top, the bus in the bottom, blocking me, so I cannot visit my community as before, because you're always hearing. I don't have to say what I don't hear, and I have to protect myself. I need protection to visit my community, because there's people that seek it.
Who is blocking you, and why are they blocking you?
Yes.
Why are they blocking you?
I really don't know, because they don't want to see God will go on.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Our final call this morning. Good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph. Happy New Year to you. I know it's a little bit late.
Thanks, and same to you. Go right ahead.
Yes, I'm glad I'm the final call. Listen, the lady that called a few calls back and she says she needs help, Santopi and all kind of thing, coming in, she house rat and all kind of thing. She has called before a few times, and obviously there's no help for the government and all that. But can GBN do a GoFundMe thing where people phone in and donate money for people like that? Obviously, they're going to be assessed.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, in as much as I think it's a very noble suggestion, but would you want to put the GBN in that position whenever someone has a broken toenail, they come to GBN to set up a GoFundMe page? Would you like that? Would you like to put us in that position?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that, some people might phone and say this and say that and not meant there, but it'll be assessed. Listen, there's boys around the corner wherever they live. Pay them a few dollars to go and knock some nail and some wood in the people place to help. I just feel really sorry for the lady.
Yeah,
listen, we need to look after our elderly. You know what I mean? She's an elderly lady. She's in her 80s.
What I can tell you, what I can guarantee is that I will have a conversation with the management team of the GBN subsequent to this conversation now, and see if we can make this sort of benevolent move, and see how we can garner some support to come to our assistance. But it cannot be a commitment from GBN. Okay, can it commit to it?
No.
Okay.
That would be lovely, because I myself will contribute. Put money in a pot, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when the people like the elderly like that, I give them, man.
I feel you, and I there's a word empathy, that kicks in here. So as I promised, I cannot guarantee anything, but I will have an engagement with the management and see what's the best way we can make this gesture to assist.
That'd be good, and that would be, a blessing for GBN as well, because it'll make it
and trust me,
a more standing station.
And trust me, we need the blessings. We need every blessing we can get.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good day. Folks, that is where we've got to wrap the program this morning. Thanks for your contributions and participation as always. And if the good Lord spare your lives, we will have another conversation come tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye, everybody. God bless you.